About 3 months ago, I was the happiest I've been my whole life, but because of certain events, my life turned from pretty good into not so great. 2 months ago, I was minding my own business when my dad calls me in and says he got fired from his job. A month ago, my girlfriend breaks up with me and now I'm heartbroken. 2 weeks later, I find out that I failed all my exams because I couldn't concentrate. My parents kicked me out the house and now I'm homeless. Okay, that last part didn't happen, but if I did fail, that's what I was thinking was gonna happen because I was under so much stress. It was a hard position, but I somehow powered through it. And if those things didn't happen to me, I wouldn't have learned valuable lessons. Today, I went to a bar because my friend said I had to let off some steam. I didn't really want to go, but I said fuck it, why not? We get to the bar at 7. We order, talk about life, share stories, and it hits 10 p.m. The bar is loaded. Everyone is drinking, dancing, and having fun. Except me. I don't want to be that guy, but I really wasn't in the mood. I tried talking to people, but they would say the same thing every time. Where do you go? What's your major? You know, the first 3 times I just held it, but the 7th fucking time with the same opener, I just had to leave. I also don't really care what they were saying, and I was zoning out a lot of the time. So I grab my jacket, and right as I'm about to leave, a drunk girl falls over and gets a $7 sangria on my shoes. I help her up, and she's so out of it she didn't even realize she was on the floor. I keep walking, and I see an old friend that I haven't seen in years. I say hi, but leave quickly because her boyfriend's giving me a death stare. I walk out the bar and there's 2 guys fighting, so instead of turning right like I'm supposed to, I make a left. I walk around downtown for a few hours and I see this old homeless guy on the side of the street and tell him, I'll give you $20 if you can spread some wisdom. This guy said, give me the 20 first, then maybe I'll give you something. In my head, I was like, hey, yo! But I give him the 20 and he tells me to fuck off. I mean, I was gonna give him the 20 either way, but that was a little harsh, no? So in my head, I'm like, whatever. But as I'm walking away, he calls me back and we talk. He tells me his life story. He had 2 kids and a wife. He was happily married, then his world turned upside down because he got cheated on. He thought it was best to disappear. I asked him why. He said his whole life that's what he was working towards, having a family. And once that was gone, he didn't know what else to do. I feel bad for the guy, so I give him another $5 and wish him the best of luck. I start walking back to the subway so I can get home. And now I'm really fucking sick. And it's New Year's. I'm spending it by myself. But do I regret anything I did on that night? No, I don't. You see, if I didn't go out that night and have those terrible conversations, I would have never left the bar and met that homeless guy that really did change my perspective about things. I thought everything happens for a reason was bullshit the first 7 times I tried writing the script. But the 8th time, it kind of won me over. I thought about what if I gave up and I decided to move away, leave everything behind and start a new life. Would that really make me happy? Probably not. The point I'm trying to make is, it's okay that my dad got fired. He'll find a new job and he'll probably like it more because the job he was working at before, no one appreciated him. The breakup, you know, it happens. They end. We're still cool. I learned so much with her and I wish her the best. Hope she does great things. In my exams, now that I did pass everything, all my stress is gone. I applied to some internships and I got one in Paris, which to be honest, I'm thinking of taking because it could bring new experiences just like the ones I had today. And if something bad is happening in your life, take responsibility for it. Don't be upset. You have to learn to grow as a person. The only people that fail are the ones that give up. There's 2 sides to this quote, fate and free will. For fate, you think someone is making decisions for you, like Clotho, who's a Greek god who wields her thread of life with multiple events through someone's life. Or if you want to get religious, God. Free will is the belief that you make your own decisions, and you're either doing well or you're getting fucked. It's a deep quote, but when you really think about it, it's simple. But then again, is anything simple in life? Everyone has a complicated life, some more than others. As humans, we blame other people for mistakes that we make, and push the blame like we're so innocent. When really life is short, it's better to forgive and forget than to hold a grudge. It's something you probably heard a lot of times, but that's the truth. Take this for example. You could get hit by a car tomorrow, and there's a 97% chance that you couldn't do anything to prevent it. But that 3% matters. Take responsibility for that 3%. Shitty things happen all the time. The world is not out to get you. And that's what I learned in the past 3 months. No matter how bad the situation is and how bad you feel about it, in the end, stay positive, learn from your mistakes, and whether you believe it or not, everything happens for a reason.